Okay.
Hello, everybody, back at Beis Abraham and in St. Louis. This week I'm coming to you from the holy and ancient city of Lod. Some people think of it as perhaps the East St. Louis of Israel, a place that's sometimes seen as a rough town. But it also contains many amazing things. It has an ancient city. It was a walled city from the time of Yeshua, one of the few cities that keeps 2 days of Purim today. It's worth living in Lod probably just for that. But also it is home to the Yeshiva of Lod, the Yeshiva of Rabbi Samet, where I've come to study. And indeed, the reason that I travel from Jerusalem to Lod every day, about 2 hours, to come and study here. It's a yeshiva with a very unique method. You can see that not everybody has a book in front of them, but rather laptops. It's a yeshiva of high technology. Israel has indeed become a place of great technology, and perhaps the reason that we study with computers fits into the method with which we study. It's a method that doesn't just look at a particular part of the Talmud, of the Gemara, but rather sees each particular part of the Talmud as a fractal of a greater whole. And so with computers, if we want to know the Talmud's use of a certain term or the Talmud's quotation of a verse from the Torah, how is that used in the rest of the Torah? How is it used in the rest of the Talmud? How is it used in the rest of the words of the rabbis in the Midrash? We can find that in a moment and begin to see even small parts of the Gemara that we're studying at the moment in light of a much bigger picture that the rabbis want to paint for us, and a much bigger picture of the Torah, and to draw out of that very basic ideas that Judaism is trying to teach us about Torah and about life in general. I'll instead of tying it to the Parsha or a holiday, I'll just ask our Rosh Yeshiva, the head of the Yeshiva, Rabbi Samet, who is our teacher, to just say a couple of words to all of us back in St. Louis. Let's move the camera a little closer.
Shalom. We are now in the days between Pesach and Shavuot. We call it Sfirat HaOmer. We count every day. Every day we add to the count another day. This means we try to create new things, new methods. That's what we are doing here in Lod. Here in Lod we built a new community. We try to create new ways of living here in Israel. And here in Beit HaMidrash, we try also to create new ways in the Torah. We try to connect between old ways and new ways. And we hope this creativity will lead the community, our community and our yeshiva to great achievements. Thank you. Shalom, shalom.
Just want to say thank you to Rabbi Samet for speaking to all of us on the video in English. Usually here in Lod in the yeshiva, we don't speak English, we speak Hebrew. And Rabbi Samet has indeed taught us that speaking the language of the Torah and of the Talmud and living in that land is part of what helps us to really understand what the Torah and what Chazal are getting at. I want to thank all the members of the yeshiva, my chaverim, and our Rebbe Rabbi Samet for having me here for these many months. And just in a short time I'll be returning back to St. Louis, but what I've gathered here in the fields of Lod in Torah, I hope to bring back with me and share with all of you. Shabbat Shalom.